Hey guys, this is Big Skyfinger, and I'm just doing a quick video to supplement the Bomber channel that we have for our temporary discussions. Not that I feel that it really needs it, because we actually did cover a lot of information. But, you know, I figured I trained up this Bomber, so I might as well at least put it to use, because to be honest with you, I haven't used Bombers in over a year. So, yeah. But, you know, I was asked a couple of questions, and this is why. We are dealing with the Great Pyramids event, and in case you're wondering, this is the event award, the B-17 hangar, which gives you a bomber. And while it does claim that it's more durable than typical bombers, if you look at the hit points here, 2052, I'm going to compare it real fast to my Global Age bomber, 2679. So it's not really that great. Personally, I only did that just for my push to Cold War age. But anyways, so here we are. Let's first talk about the two plane types that I think that people tend to kind of confuse. We have the fighter that I like to take boatloads of and take them into war. And then, of course, the bomber. The strike fighter is excellent for crowd control and for suppression. It will actually, as it says up here at the top, it operates for, makes the buildings operate 50% slower. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. But see, the bomber doesn't do that. All the bomber does is just drop like a few bombs in a row. So, your train of thought has to be completely different with a bomber. You have to think more in lines rather than groups, which is what you would do with the fighter. Anyways, I would recommend bringing at least 2 fighters with every bomber, or you would want to stock up with a ton of these guys here, some sabotage, and that's good for clusters of air defense, towers, redoubts, forts, anti-aircraft guns, that sort of thing. But yeah. Let's see here. Is there anything else that I meant? I'm doing this all impromptu, guys. So, yeah. And I am against video editing because, you know, who has time for that? I think that's all I have to say about it. Let me just go ahead and show you. I'm sure you guys are just loving these replays if you're seeing them. Ha! Big Sky can't even attack her own base. I'm not actually intending on taking down any bases. By the way, I did ask several of you to help me out and send a friendly challenge. I appreciate that. It's going to a good cause. See, I'm just going to do this just to kind of buy us a little bit of time. Let's see how it does on ground troops. Well, I didn't target any there. They're going too fast. Okay, well, let's try. Let's see. Oh, okay. So, suppress. Look at that suppression. So, see, it looks like I didn't even stay long enough. Okay. They're killing it too fast. All right, let's try right here. No, let's not try right there. Let's try this one. Okay, so I've suppressed the fort. And that fort is almost gone. I don't know if you could see. Well, yeah, it's almost gone. Suppression symbols. Okay, let's see what happens if we target the stronghold troops. Look at that. That's air troops right there. All right. Oh, I didn't use my... Let's try it. Took quite a bit out. Those suckers are deploying paratroopers at me. Look at that nonsense. Whoever loaded my stronghold, you rock. Okay, so suppress. And you know what? I want to take out all of that, so I'm going to target past it. I targeted there. Boom, boom, boom. Gone. And, well, I was zoomed in, but the SAM battery popped. It took my bomber out. And I'm sure you saw that with my strike fighters that I've flown over those and it doesn't really do anything. So that's something to think about too. Your bombers are delicate. If you do not protect them, then they're going to bite the dust really fast, and that's what makes them so hard. Let's see if we can do this again. I want to show you guys as many visuals as possible. When you're first learning how to maneuver a bomber, or maybe you're not comfortable with plane entrances, do the edges. Look for stuff that has like the pyramids, and just get all the farms around the pyramids. Look for pop traps. That's another good one. See, that tower's really close, so I went on ahead and suppressed it as it came out. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and suppress all of this, and then we'll try to see if we can get that fort. Look at that, took it completely out. So it's a very powerful, powerful troop. You just have to know how to use it. Very, very delicate. And, you know, obviously the amount of attention that I'm putting towards this makes it, you kind of have to baby it a little bit. Some of the tricks that I used with my bombers back then, because I loved them when I was in industrial age, is things like generals. I mean, as you can see, it took quite a bit off of it. Now, watch me do that with the fighter. So it just barely touched it. So the bomber actually does take out quite a bit for generals. So that was always fun. Walls are always fun to bomb as well. I guess you can't really target them. But, you know, it does a little bit of splash damage. So that's always cool too. Let's show some more. Yeah, this is actually my third attempt at this because, well, I had someone soliciting, and then I had a kid telling me all kinds of crazy nonsense. Yeah. Oh, this is a good one to practice on. Look at all that clustering. Now, going in, when you have, remember we're thinking in rows here. Let's go ahead and suppress that real fast. And I targeted the middle one. I don't know if I said that or not, because, yeah, this is like not the first take I've done. Okay, I like this little cluster. So let's try it again. Target the middle, and you'll get the most coverage out of it. Watch what happens for a second if I target the first one. You got a wasted bomb right there. So, yeah. I'm rusty. I haven't played with these in a while. Let's see, suppress, suppress. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Gone. So if you can imagine for a second taking out a bunch of air defense and then going back over and taking out these tank spawning buildings. Anytime you have these kind of bases that, oh, there it goes, that has Acropolis focused kind of bases, that's the bomber is going to be awesome for that. I actually watched someone in that the Gypsy War take out like 3/4 of my base with just bombers. It's insane. But yeah, so I think that's really all there is to it. Let's have some impromptu fun real fast. And I'll get that troop request later. Let's have some fun. And if my bomber dies, oh well. You guys know how I do multiplayer attacks. I don't really invest a lot in them. And I'm not going to do it today. Except for with this bomber. That one's not bad. Let's keep looking. I'm hoping to find a pyramid. So you guys can see how cool that is. No pyramid, but let's have a little bit of fun here. I think we can try going after that silo and taking it out. And then we can laugh at them later. Yeah, for those of you that haven't seen my video on silo attacks, oops, that was probably stupid. Oh well. Okay, oh, they're coming in from this way because of the forest. That's something good to know. Gonzos. See, that's all it took was one pass. Bombers are awesome for doing quick Vic. Let's see here. Let's go. So bombers will not go and search for another target just because their target has been cleared. That is different from the way that the fighters do. They'll just keep on going. However, if you do target something like a general and they're moving around the map, you'll see the bomber go all kinds of different directions. So that was pretty cool. I mean, that was an easy base, but as you can see, I lost very little troops. But my focus had to be more on the bomber. So yeah. Hey, cool. 0 crowns. That was a very lucky gamble on my part. Okay. Other than that, I think the temporary channel really covered it. If you guys have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask. If I don't have an answer, I'll find that answer for you. But yeah, anyway, here we are. See ya.